Ready when training camp rolls around. Here's Giroux dropping it to Van Riemsdyk. In front, they score! Nikolai Zherdev going to the net. And he has his first goal as a Flyers 100th NHL tally. This game is tied at 1. Zherdev scores for a case of tasty cakes.
Well, Zherdev does a great job getting to the front of the net. A nice feed across from James Van Riemsdyk. Zherdev's got his leg there, he's got his stick there, and he's got his first goal as a Flyer.
We say that you got to go to the net. Now watch Zherdev. They're there, but they're not there in time. As you see, Zherdev is a right-hand shot, so he has the ability to look at Van Riemsdyk, give him a target.
Briere back for Coburn. Shots are now 14-12 Buffalo. Good start for the Sabres here in the second period. Flyers come calling. Zherdev is in, dangling, holding onto it. Shot taken. He scores! Ryan Miller wants a call, and we may get one. We'll have to see. The Flyers celebrate, so possibly Nikolai Zherdev will get the goal, but Miller won't like it.
I don't think we're going to see a reversal there because the call on the ice was good goal. Watch this little soft pass, Hartnell to Zherdev, and then it's going to be Briere. Briere gets bumped in. That's what it is. So there's a good no call by the official down there. There's no incidental contact. There's no goalie interference. He gets bumped in initially by Tim Connolly, and Zherdev showing some pretty nifty skill. And this is what his game is all about. I said it earlier. He has underachieved so far, but when he has the patience like that to come to the middle of the ice and to be able to make a move like that and wait to the last second, that's what makes him a special type of player.
Anisimov in on Bobrovsky. He'll shuffle it aside for Carl, who backhands it for Zherdev. Zherdev's pass for Giroux. Giroux moving on in, looking for Zherdev. Zherdev's shot blocked by Eminger. Bounces back to Zherdev, and he scores! He just fired it in. It hit Lundqvist and wound up in the net. A rare softie from King Henrik. And Zherdev makes it 3-1 Philadelphia. Zherdev scores for a case of tasty cakes.
Well, Zherdev's been all over the ice. He had 3 scoring chances early in this game. One in the backhand right there. Lundqvist stopped. Another quick shot off the wing. He set up a opportunity on the power play right there by Van Riemsdyk, and then Zherdev, a key opportunity there. His 4th chance of the period was probably his least likely to go in the net, but this one finds its way in and beats Henrik Lundqvist. Stick side, rolls up over Lundqvist and into the back of the net.
In the field and all that stuff that I had to do when I was playing. Get out and golf and have a good time.
I wouldn't be trusting you to catch me, that's for sure. Here's Zherdev moving up the shot. He scores! Nikolai Zherdev beating Holtby clean on the 2-on-1. And the Flyers take a 1-0 lead. Zherdev scores for a case of tasty cakes.
Well, real nice job by Nikolai Zherdev finding the puck in the neutral zone after a nice high flip from the backhand. And watch this wrist shot. Holtby no chance on that one.
It's a really, really good play here by Zherdev because he's got only Erskine back. Now, Erskine's going to stay right between he and Richards, but the key here is that Richards is causing a little problem for Holtby because he really didn't know what Zherdev was going to do.
We're with local television involved. Here's a lead pass for Zherdev. He's got the breakaway and on goal. Forget about it. He scores! Nikolai Zherdev to the backhand beats Peters. 8-1 Philadelphia. Zherdev scores for a case of tasty cakes.
Second time this period that Nikolai Zherdev's been hanging out in the neutral zone. He picks that puck up and he puts a beautiful move on the backhand. Flyers do a nice job in defending, and Zherdev's off to the races. Nice pass from Andreas Nodal, and look at the backhand there as he goes around Peters.
Kind of unfair because Zherdev has just got so many moves. It's a little bit of a mismatch. Watch him move. Now all of a sudden, right at the last second, nice backhand. No chance at all.
Lately trying to lift that one out of the zone. It's knocked down. Lundin will tip it back to the corner. Zherdev, physical again. Took the puck away from Owen and got it to Richards. Richards all the way across behind Carl. Now the shot back out in front. Zherdev, he scores! Nikolai Zherdev off the nice feed from Carl, and the Flyers, bang, bang, just like that, have a 2-0 lead. Zherdev scores for a case of tasty cakes.
Funny how coaching works, isn't it? Peter Laviolette prepared his team for this game. Their approach was simple. Get pucks to the front of the net and use your speed down low. Zherdev comes up with his 2nd point of the period. A beautiful tap in there in front of the net.
Matty Carl's going to make this play. I mean, this is east-west right there. And you see where Zherdev is?
Carl across, Pronger one-timer, blocked out high, bounces out in front, Powell tips it, and they score! Great pass in front, and Zherdev pumps it home for his second of the night. Another lead change at 6-5 Flyers, as Zherdev scores for a case of tasty cakes.
Well, Flyers unable to score on their 5-on-3 power play, but at even strength, they've been unbelievable in this game. Their 6th even strength goal of the game. Powell does a nice job in working for that loose puck, and watch the pass by Powell through his legs to Nikolai Zherdev, who taps it into the empty net.
This is a night to be on the opposite side of the net. We saw it happen earlier with Danny Briere.
Blair Betts all the way across to the point. Carl Rister goes wide. Zherdev to it around behind, comes out the other side. Zherdev, a little head fake to the high slot. Deke shot, score! Oh, some magic there from Nikolai Zherdev. And the Flyers take a 1-0 lead. Zherdev scores for a case of tasty cakes.
Oh, we talk about the depth on this hockey club all the time, and it's Nikolai Zherdev that's on the 4th line with Blair Betts and Jody Shelley that just takes it into his own hands and delivers a beautiful goal. Great job in getting the open space and the wrist shot to follow with traffic in front.
Right there, he jumps into the box. The Calgary Flames are just sitting back in that box. All 5 guys kind of collapsing into that center part of the ice. And right there, Zherdev's going to dart in the middle. He's so good. He's got great speed. He brings that puck right up underneath the skates, and then all of a sudden that wrist shot. Man, what a shot.
Fans enjoyed that, obviously. Not so much here.
Matt Carl moving in. Backhander is stopped. The rebound back to Carl. His pass. The shot. They score! The side of the net, Nikolai Zherdev. And what a setup from Carl. And the Flyers now lead 3-1. Zherdev scores for a case of tasty cakes.
Pretty crafty play by Nikolai Zherdev there. He's behind the goal line, banked it in off the back of Antero Niittymaki. Matt Carl gets a crack at his old team, and Carl picks up an assist, getting it to the net. Look at the play by Zherdev, though. So calm at the goal line position there, and he just slides it back across, picks it out of the air, and puts it in off Niittymaki.
Twice active a play by Zherdev right there.
Van Riemsdyk, whose play is heated up of late, chops it ahead. Odd man rush closing. Good deke. Hold. Score! Zherdev gives the Flyers the lead.
Well, you just heard Scott Hartnell say, let's play 5-on-5. I like our chances because they're one of the best in the league at it. Pittsburgh gets caught on a pinch, a little chip pass up the wall, and a hard wraparound by Van Riemsdyk. Zherdev's well positioned. Joe, you said Zherdev comes to the lineup with great offensives.
Canadians are changing. Pass to Zherdev. Knifing his way through center. Zherdev swinging wide to the right wing. Zherdev all the way around behind the Montreal net. Out in front. They score! It went off of Price and in. Nikolai Zherdev trying to center it, I believe. Ends up finding the back of the net off the goaltender, and the Flyers take a 3-1 lead. Zherdev scores for a case of tasty cakes.
Boy, will the Flyers take this one. When Nikolai Zherdev was heading out of the Flyers zone, both Mike Camilleri and Benoit Pouliot tried to attack him. They got caught. They're behind him right now. That leaves 3 guys back and enough attackers that the Montreal guys had to spread out. Still, this is one that I think Carey Price would like to have back, unless it went off the back of the skate of number 6. Spot check. No, this was all Carey Price.
Shoved by Mazzaros. Still trying to center, but it rolls to Richards, and he fires, and there's Zherdev out of the box. In on goal. He scores! Out of the penalty box, onto the scoreboard. Nikolai Zherdev gives the Flyers a 1-0 lead as he scores for a case of tasty cakes. 3 games in a row with a goal now for Zherdev.
Every player who heads to the box dreams of this opportunity to step out with your time up and a breakaway opportunity. What a pass by Mike Richards, and what a backhand by Nikolai Zherdev.
What happened at the other end of the ice as we look at this unbelievable backhand shot up over the right pad? That is a goal right there. But somehow, Jonesy, the Rangers fell asleep. They got to have somebody back there paying attention to Zherdev coming out of the box.
So the penalty on Stahl for slashing. Here's Mazzaros moving toward the slot. Hands off. Carl back to Mazzaros. Now it's Zherdev. Zherdev to Carter. Right back out. Mazzaros. One-timer save. Lundqvist rebound. Zherdev. He scores!
scores! From an impossible angle, Zherdev with those brilliant hands beats Lundqvist. It's 4-1 Philadelphia on the power play goal. Zherdev scores for a case of tasty cakes.
Not the first time that we see Nikolai Zherdev do this. Down low in the offensive zone. Keep an eye on number 93. Good shot through from Azaros, and then Zherdev, just great stick work there. Puts it off the back of Henrik Lundqvist and into the net.
It's not where your feet are. It's where the stick is, and he's a right-hand shot, so he's got the opportunity to be able to look at the net, but he did a nice bank shot.
Working himself free of the checking of Nodal. Another shot, back out. All kinds of room for Camper. He decides to go across to Chara. Chara couldn't get that one deep, and now the puck out to Zherdev. He's got the breakaway. Zherdev in on goal! He scores! When Zherdev gets a breakaway, it's money. And he beats Thomas to tie this game at 2. Zherdev scoring for a case of tasty cakes.
And guess who's involved with the pass again? It's Mike Richards that comes out. Giroux goes down to block that, or Zherdev does, and it's Richards that tracks it down and sends Zherdev off to the races. He goes to the backhand, slides it through the 5-hole. But watch the effort of Richards, the pass in a perfect place for Zherdev to get it, stay on side, and put it between the legs.
That pass was just a matter of just flipping and allowing Zherdev to skate into the puck. So he didn't lose any speed to be able to beat the defender to the net.
Just can't afford to go in any bad long slide.
Wraparound score by Zherdev, and it's 2-0.
Aggressive forecheck and some bad in zone coverage, and Corey Crawford got lost in his preset zone. Well, this puck ended up in behind Corey Crawford, and this is one of those 50-50 pucks. Nikolai Zherdev is going back for that. Brian Campbell has a chance to separate Zherdev in a corner, and Zherdev beats it to him, and then he gets tangled up with Corey Crawford right in front of the net. That happened so fast below the icing line.
Remains out there now, will go limping to the bench. Meanwhile, it's Giroux putting on the brakes. Zherdev, tie game.
Lots to look at. Here's Ryan McDonough. He goes off to the bench, and then the eventual goal scorer will be coming into this area because of the change. Claude Giroux, Nikolai Zherdev going hard to the net, but it was because of McDonough going to the bench because he was hurt. That opened up the space in behind. That's just great puck movement, and what a play by Claude Giroux to Zherdev, who has a stick on the ice edge zone.
Saturday, when the teams combined for 18 power plays. Nearly half of that game was played with one of the teams with the advantage. Pass in front, and Zherdev scores! Beautiful setup, and Nikolai Zherdev, inserted into the lineup tonight, has given the Flyers a 3-1 lead.
Well, Laviolette gets Zherdev back into the lineup, and this is what he does. Gets that puck quickly. And a turnover here. See, Monitor goes to the backhand as a right-hand shot. It's too high. It goes off the boards to McCormick. And one quick play there, and a nifty little pass, and an easy tap-in by Zherdev. But he has the common sense and the presence to know, get open, get your stick on the ice. A great pass by Richards. First point of the series from Mike Richards. Richards heads up all the way. Everybody's thinking he's going to shoot it. He waits and buys some time. Great reaction there from the captain of the Philadelphia Flyers. Easy tap-in for that guy.